Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Ero Pc F2, where today we are going to be racing in Abu Dhabi at, I don't know what they call the circuit, Yas Marina or something. Anyways, why should I be on hard tyres? I don't know. That's not something for me to be worried about. I have no sound. I now have sound. Cool. Who's first on track? It's a Haas. It's Milan Dirksen. Okay, so I don't know how many points people are on. I probably should have checked. I probably also should have checked what corner is which, but you know, I'm really prepared for this, so let's get underway. Okay, so we will do the first lap on board with the Haas driver of Milan Dirksen and give you a rundown of this track. So, just have to wait a bit first. So let's check his second. Dino, okay. Just in case, you know, Milan spins or something, then we can just quickly jump on board with the car behind and continue on the lap. Okay. So, just waiting for Milan to start the lap now. Into the final corner, braking at freeing that white line on the track, and then to start the lap. So, for turn 1, you want to brake at about 70 metres. Down to 4th normally, carry as much speed and just sort of straddle that exit curb. Then through turn 2 and 3, flat through there. Quick flicks through the corners, keep it in track limits. Heading down towards turn 4, the hairpin, braking as the curb starts. Normally you want to go down to 3rd or 4th there and just try and carry as much speed through the corner onto the first DRS straight. Down towards turn 5 and 6, the chicane. And you want to brake just before 100 metres there. And try and hit both apexes. Milan misses the first one. Then run it out onto this next straight for the next DRS zone. And now down to turn 7, I think, or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11, something. And this is corner's all about momentum, as well keeps momentum nice through there. Then you want to brake just as the car straightens out, and then underneath the hotel through these dodgy off camber corners, which can be easy to spin if you're not careful, but Milan gets it good. And then a little lift. I mean, you can get the final corner flat if you get a good line. No, not final, the penultimate. And then through the final corner once again for a lap. Lovely. 25.0. What about Dino behind? I think it's going to be a 24, probably a 24.1. Then the AlphaTauri duo of Dordovic and Canabler. Robbie goes to P2 with a 24.7. Dordovic goes just behind Dino there. Next is the Mercedes of Richard DeConte, who goes to P5. Then Bodian, no, it's not Bodian, it's Imchiaz, who goes just behind his championship rival. McGinty jumps to 5th. Next is the Mercedes of Slivka, who does a 24.8. Then it's the Haas of someone, Jack Andrews, to P6. The Williams of Rusnak to 4th. Bodian spun, so it's the Alfa Romeo of Paul Palacios. He will be next to the line, and it's 25.4. Then it'll be Adam Shostak, who's going to the pit lane, followed by Jurek. Not followed by Jurek, followed by Rabbi instead, who I can't really tell what's going on. Anyways, Adam Matusiak, how are you doing? Really, the final corner seems to have been impeded slightly. There's a 26.2 in the end. As Jurek has been let through. Sound. Richard going again. Dorotski's just starting a lap, so We'll go on board with Churek, who's done the purple sector 1, but we know what the sectors are like when you haven't set a lap. They are, well, completely broken. As the top 4 are doing well at the moment, all in the low 24s, and you got a half a second gap back to Robbie, McGinty, Andrews, Slivka, who are all within a 10th, then Milan Dirksen, and then everyone else sort of just a bit further behind, potentially not getting in a representative lap or making a mistake. As we see Churek here in the Ferrari, what sort of time can he do? Into the final sector, under the hotel, and into the final 2 corners here, and has spun. Lines him up nicely for the pit lane there, so I mean, is it all that bad? I don't think so. Anyways, Dorotsky been on decent form recently, the Alpine driver. Can he continue that here in Abu Dhabi? The answer is yes, 23.8, and our first driver in the 23s, although I think Pole's probably going to be a low or mid 23. There's a lot of drivers starting to make their way out onto the track for their second run. As the Aston Martin of Showstack's going to be next to start a lap here. So, an interesting start to say the least. The top 5 definitely showing that they've got the initial pace. So what about Showstack then? What can the Aston Martin do here? Was formerly a PCF2 driver, new races normally in PCF3 I believe. As he's gone white there, that might be an invalidation. No, it's not. I think he negated enough of the speed for it to not give him an invalidation. As through the turn 4 hairpin, manages to get a decent run, and now onto the first DRS straight, where there's a Mercedes in front. Nicely moving out the way, as Showstack makes his way through the chicane, and now heads down towards, I should probably get a track mapper. I don't know. Hairpin 2. We'll go for hairpin 2. As now into the final sector, or well into the final sector, underneath the hotel, and manages to get that nicely. Not use as much of the track as he could, but probably just wants to get a time on the board for now. As he runs out the final corner up to the line, it's P10 for the Aston Martin. Who's next? Rabbit's invalidated, so it's going to be Bodian, I believe, or maybe even the AlphaTauri up ahead. Bodian's gone off. What's Robbie doing? I don't think he's on the lap, no he's not, so I guess we'll have a little time Bodian's going to set then. As he runs off the road slightly, and he just kept it on the line there. I think he's completely backed off this lap. And yeah, Bodian's going to the pit lane. So is Rabbit. What about Milan Dirksen? Keeping it in 6th gear through there, manages to go to speed. Rusnak's retired from the session, as Milan goes to P6, but no one can really get close at the moment to the drivers at the front. There's Dino, definitely a spin on that lap. What about McGinty? How's McGinty doing? P6, 24.4, not bad. But with how well the Alpines have been performing in quali, you'd actually expect them probably to be a little higher. What about Keeler then? Did really well in PCF3 yesterday, and well, there you go, this was 23.6, and no messing around from the F3 driver filling in. at Red Bull today, as Slivka was 6 tenths up and has binned it seems. Dorotsky is starting his lap. So that's Imchiaz, who's 4 seconds down. Robbie, who's invalidated. That's not Jack Andrew, Ryan Dirksen, who has already done his run. Palacios then. How's Powell doing? Oh, that's an Aston in a wall. No yellow flag though, because, you know, we don't care about driver safety around here clearly. As Palacios now coming to the line and goes quicker by 3.5 tenths. Doesn't actually improve his position though. I believe that was McGinty going to the pit lane. Next up is Matuziak, a 1/10.5 up, or was. Goes 7 tenths quicker, but again doesn't go up a place from that. Next up's a not Red Bull. I don't think that car's a Red Bull. Clearly I'm just waffling. Anyways, how's Dorotsky getting on there? In the Alpine, can he take that pole position away from Keeler? I mean, it's going to be one more run, so... While this does matter to have a good second run, as if you mess up your final one, it can be devastating, to say the least. And he does go a 10th quicker on the dot, which is not bad. Who is everyone else getting on? Who's on the lap? Rabi's invalidated again. Shurek, how's Shurek doing? 54.0 in the middle sector, says it's purple. That's definitely not purple, I'll tell you that. It's not awful. It's not going to put him last. I believe Keeler was, what, 53.1? So this lap will probably be in the 24s, mid to high 24s. Maybe a low 25. We'll have to see. As around the final corner and to the line, it's a 25.7. It's a bit of a slide, probably didn't help that. I believe Bodian's further down the straight yet. There's Bodian faring. 53.5 middle sector. Again, that's not going to be purple, but the game says it is. Because we all know how great this game is. No errors in the making at all. As Bodian in the final sector now. Just going to chuck it through the final 2 corners. And over the line, I'm saying 24.6. I'm really good, I'm really good at guessing me. Rabi's doing the neutral strats to get a bit of that battery back. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. How's Richard Ducon doing in the Mercedes? He's currently on a 26.3, so he's going to want to find a bit more time, I would think. He needs to find 6 tenths to gain 1 place. To get with the main pack, he needs to gain 1.3 seconds. So I'm hoping this is a good lap for him. It's going to be a 25.8 and keeps him 17th. Jack Andrews, are you on a lap? No. McGinty, you're also not on a lap. Bodian's 5 tenths down and probably isn't going to get a lap in. That's good news for Richard, not for Rabi, is that Rabi will be starting last and Richard gets to avoid having that happen. Who's furthest for a lap? Palacios is on an 8 lap. Is Slivka? Slivka is on a lap, 3.5 tenths off. How is the Mercedes going to do? Well, he's now 8.5 tenths up, so he could probably find a bit more time as... I don't know, his final sector actually went before, but I think I'll be a lap in the 23s. Seems like quite a cautious final sector, but if he's just trying to match it and get into the 23s, then that's fine. He does a 23.9 and goes P3. That's going to be his final run though, I think, because there's only 2 minutes 28 left as Showstack around the final corner and up to the line. Goes P11. I bet him Chaz. Chaz is starting his lap. Jack Andrews, half a tenth improvement up to the line, and it's P5 for Jack Andrews, not bad at all. So Richard heads to the pit lane. I don't think he's got enough time to get in and out. As Paul has joined, thank the Lord, I'm getting bored. It is only quali though, so I mean quali's normally not too much action here in PCF2 actually. I mean the Alpines normally do well, but yeah.
So, except sometimes when it's wet, and then everything goes wild. Or if one of the championship protagonists has a bit of an iffy one and is starting from the back.
Doesn't look like that's happening today. They're both well within the top 10 at the moment. Milan Dirkson's lagging. Oh my, this is nice internet. That's what happens when you buy the... I don't know, I can't think of anything interesting to say. It's Abu Dhabi. This track is not interesting. So the commentary won't be interesting either. Milan's doing the off-roading technique. He's taking the rally line there through turn 3.
Not invalidated though, so game says time lost. Where was Milan in the standing? Just getting it up now.
I don't even know the gap between P1 and 2.
The gap is 14 points.
Imchaz needs to beat Dino then, and I mean he's P3 at the moment. Didn't even see him improved, let's say good arm at following the action, but Dino's 4 attempts up here. Dino's now spun round here.
That's not good.
The second I swap to him, he's gone round. What about... Dordovic is already on a 1 minute 20 and he's only halfway through the final sector, so that's probably not a representative lap. Anyways, that's the end of quali. I didn't actually realise because there's been a yellow flag for 20 minutes, so the time has not been there.
There's normally a yellow flag after someone spins or is getting out of the way of someone else.
How's Bodian doing? He's getting a nice slipstream from Imchaz, that's lovely to see. Purple middle sector. It's a good middle sector time, so maybe he's got a lot of time in the final sector. Dorotsky goes quickest, 23.4. Very nice. Honestly, it doesn't feel like... It feels like there's about 4 cars out on track on this final run so far. Bodian there comes to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be P4, and that's going to be massive in helping Imchaz. As he can sort of just park out on every apex and do a Perez.
Or do a Hamilton to Perez.
Yeah, you can do either. Vice versa, do what you like.
There's so many alternate layouts at Abu Dhabi that they don't use in Formula 1, which seem so perplexing and confusing with all the zigzags and stuff.
So, that's the end of qualifying. And, well... Dorotsky takes pole. It's sort of been a common theme for an Alpine to be on pole, I can't lie. Keeler on the front row. F3 drivers actually tend to be fairly quick.
Yeah, that's actually a slower lap today than he did yesterday.
Well, his lap yesterday, I've got pole.
Yeah, it was a pole lap yesterday, and I think the P2 lap would have been ahead of Imchaz, or maybe on par. So these F2 guys, they need to get quicker or something, or maybe it's just the F3 is too quick at this track.
Might
I'm
be
not
that one.
sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're faster than me. And I'm supposedly F1.
We get a lovely shot of the Mercedes garage, which has
Someone
soft
made up
selected,
quick.
and the Red Bull also has soft selected. Okay, now has mediums in the Red Bull garage, so someone's not trying a interesting strategy, let's say.
If any of you watch F3, you'll normally see Mitch start on the softs and gain like 5 positions at the start. And then after about 2 laps, his tyres start to go up and then he'll plummet. But it seems to be working for him because he is P8 in the F3 Championship ahead of some fast people. But now it's 3, 4, 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And away we go as Dordovic jumps to start getting a drive-through penalty. However, going into turn 1, it seems like it might possibly be... And there's contact as the McLaren forces the Alpine off, and the other McLaren is round. And Kinnable has
And there's
taken
3 cars
terminal
out
damage.
already.
So is Dirksen and McGinty.
Oh my,
And that
go
is
on
a
board with
virtual
Bodian.
safety
Go
car.
on board with Bodian. There's just cars everywhere. Oh no. Well, Bodian got torpedoed into about 4 cars there. That was an amazing start. I love that.
Truex up 9 positions.
Well, I mean, if that was the McLaren strategy, get hit by someone and then torpedo and take out half the grid and attempt to kill Dino, then, I mean, it didn't work on Dino, but I mean, you got rid of some people.
I'm looking at the tyres now, and Slivka on the hards has gained 2 positions. So it's been a great start for the Mercedes driver. And Keeler is down 2 positions, but is on the hard, so we'll maybe be hoping to do what he did in the PC3 race last night, which was to keep up with those mediums, and then when it's time to swap tyres, win. But it's been an okay start for Dino, who is up a position, as well as Jack Andrews, who is, I think, a PC4 driver. I'm not sure how the placements work, but
yeah,
he's kind of quick.
He no longer races there, but yeah.
Yeah, now a
another
commentator.
PCF4 who doesn't race there is Pal Palacios.
Up 5 positions into P10, so actually a lot of people further back had some good starts because of everyone ahead crashing out. But everyone's just lining up under the safety car now. I don't think we'll have anyone boxing. Maybe if they started on the hards and they want to do medium, but all of the people who've started on the hards are quite far up, so they want to keep their position. Now we've got another lap and a half of safety car. Do we have any quiz questions to do?
Nah, I'm currently eating since that's what I said. You know, I said earlier I might have 5 minutes where I just disappear. Actually, I don't think you were there, but yeah.
I don't think I was there. I've already eaten. That's why I wasn't here in qualifying.
That's a good question. It's not a quiz question, but what have you had to eat today? I'll let us know in the chat. I'm interested to hear, because it's more interesting than a safety car.
Yeah. I had to cook sausage pasta and then eat it. And then digest it partially. And it's still digesting right now. I don't think the safety car will be in this lap, unfortunately, despite the pack all being together. Which is a bit of a shame.
Samosas and stuff that I just finished, so now I'll actually be back to commentating.
What have you had for dinner, Luke?
I haven't had it yet.
Ah.
I have to commentate this. Well, I've got a curry, so yeah.
spicy or a bit spicy or extremely spicy or not spicy.
If like you get to like an Indian and they say like mild, medium or whatever, I say medium probably.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. It's like halfway
what
between
happened to
mild and
Melko?
medium. Pit lane, is that?
Tied in the pits.
I think his internet was having a mare a bit. Actually, that's,
Yeah,
that car's not moving though. Did he bin it out the final corner under safety car?
I don't know. But Lebanese internet is not the best. From experience.
We're missing Joe today, speaking of Lebanese. Which is, I don't know how to react to that. As no one in chat's let us know what they've had to eat, so viewer interaction at the moment is -2.
That is a shame.
Anyways, we have Imtiaz, so that's, you know, good news. And Imtiaz can restart the race, unless he randomly was to disconnect now. But 4 drivers out in 3 laps. If we keep it up at this rate, then no one's finishing the race, which, I mean, I think that's more entertaining than people finishing the race, I can't lie, so keep it going, lads. You're doing a great job. As the safety car's in, and Imtiaz is going about 2 miles an hour.
Build a gap up so he can go when the throttle limiter lifts and still have a few corners where they can't overtake.
But Dordovic has to serve his drive-through. You might want to go in now, because otherwise...
Yeah, there's a bit of a disqualification problem.
Oh, that'd be amazing, that would. 5 drivers gone in like 4 laps. Unbelievable. Anyways, on board with him, Chase. You know what, we're not going on board. We're going on the lovely cinematic camera angle because, yeah, I want to. What's this restart going to look like? Going to the pit lane, maybe? No, Imchaz is just going to go normally at the final corner. And here we go. Restarting this race as Dorotsky follows just behind him. Slivka's already lost like 8 tenths, so the hard tyres are probably absolutely freezing, I can't lie, as we get a lovely camera angle here of everyone heading down towards turn 4.
I think it's
yellow
turn
flags.
5 actually.
It's turn 5, oh shame. It's turn 4 now. Oh yeah, it would be turn 5.
Haven't learned the corner numbers, redefine the corner numbers.
I'll make my own corner numbers. As, at the moment, Dorotsky's going for a move on Imtiaz. And Imtiaz is saying, nah. But he has been pushed off track a bit. He's going to keep the position, which I'm sure Dorotsky's going to be complaining about, because he'll be like, he's got off track and overtaken me, when in reality, I don't really know. Don't know. I'm not a steward. I used to be, but nah, it's a bit collapsed like. Oh, that's a crash. Imtiaz and Dorotsky have made contact.
I'm not even sure if they made contact.
Well, Dorotsky's not got a front wing.
Oh. That might have been a bit of lag on my screen.
So what happened was, Imtiaz was going to spin anyway, then Dorotsky also spun into Imtiaz. So they both, yeah.
Yeah. Now Slivka and Keeler are 1 and 2 on the hard tyres and have broken out of DRS of Dino.
Well, Dino's on course to win the championship at the moment. Is he? No, Imtiaz is still P5. I thought he had to get to the pit lane. I guess Imtiaz didn't get damage.
But Dino will have to hope that the mediums are good.
I mean, Imtiaz is on mediums as well. He just needs to beat Imtiaz, realistically. I don't think he cares where he finishes as long as it's ahead of Imtiaz.
Yeah, but you want a win to maximise your championship points.
Anyway, Slivka's leading the race, which is nice to see. What about Keeler? What can he do to stop him? Red Bull and Mercedes going into this corner. Lovely. I think you could say that about 92% of the corners on this track. Actually, maybe 100% realistically, but anyways. Interestingly, the hard tyre runners seem to be quicker as Jack Andrews On my screen, lagged into Dino, gave him a push, and then decided he didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, same on my screen.
This lobby quality is unbelievably amazing.
Although
I think
Keela
everyone's
was
internet's just got a skill issue.
incredibly quick in qualifying and also in the race in PC3 as well. So I think it might just be Keela's raw pace that's allowing the hard runners to pull away.
Keela could have taken that corner so much. Oh, Cherek's gone. Yeah, I was going to say Keela could have taken. He could take half of these corners so much quicker, but he's just stuck behind Slivka, it seems.
Yeah.
But I think Slivka's gone for the strategy of put about 0-2 wings on the car and just vibes in it.
Yeah, but DRS gets enabled this lap.
Cherek's dead again. It's unfortunate for the Ferrari who was running in the points and is now P12. So here comes Keela, and that's the race lead for Keela. Can he go back to back at Abu Dhabi? 2 days, 2 races, 2 wins. Jack Andrews is having a go as well, and Dino. Imtiaz is going to be loving this as he's also been pushed wide by the Williams, and here comes Imtiaz with the DRS. Dino also has DRS, I think. No, yep. And Imtiaz is using the whole of his battery. But if he can get ahead... where's Dino gone? Okay, I thought he spun.
Still alive.
Oh, hello. Front 2 here, having a bit of a scrap. And what's going to happen?
Going side by side into the hotel.
You're already off camber. Why give yourself another disadvantage is what I'm thinking. Anyways, Imtiaz could be back to P1 shortly. There's yellow flags. That's Richard DeConte as Jack Andrews takes the scenic route. Where is he going? I have no clue what sort of line that is, but I mean, Matusiak's catching up to him. As Rusnak sits the fastest lap.
It's weird to see Keela in a Red Bull, not an Alfa Romeo. Just personally. Because I've always seen him in an Alfa Romeo, so I get a bit confused.
Anyway,
Keela when there's a Red Bull on screen.
Keela can't be bothered to overtake on this straight. I think he's realised overtaking on the next one is the best plan of action. As we have a 5-car train here as Jack Andrews caught back up pretty quickly, however then decided to completely bottle it at the chicane, but luckily you got DRS, so I mean that's fine. Is anything going to happen? Not really. So I think everyone just wants to play it a bit more cautious. Slivka's nearly been that. And that gives Keela a bit of a run, but he's not going to send the move there. There's yellow flags, and that is Showstack in the Aston Martin. And oh, Keela's gone into the wall there. Has he got damage? I don't think he does, but okay, what's going? Oh, hello.
What's happening here?
Keela's got damage. I think Dino might also have damage. He just rammed Imtiaz on my screen.
Yeah.
Is that the end plate missing?
That is
yeah, it is. End plate was missing. I think there could be
from bad to good for Imtiaz.
I think there could be about 37 reports here. I can't lie. Meanwhile, Slivka's just. Honestly, I think he's just enjoying himself. He's having a great time. Fair play to him. Sitting there.
Leading the race on the hards.
There's a Mercedes range of DeConte as Imtiaz has now slammed Slivka into the chicane. Apparently no one has brakes today, or they don't work or something. There's some sort of deficiency in the cars.
Those lines.
Oh, they're both gone. Oh my god. What is going on?
What? And the safety car's out.
Dino could win the championship. He's currently in the place to win the championship. Jack Andrews is leading the race and he can go hard to the end. What's going on? What is this race?
Safety car's good or bad for Keela because he'll catch back up to everyone, but he can't go into hards and try and take them to the end.
What is actually going on in this race?
There is another safety car, which is a possibility.
Well, if everyone's driving like this, then
This will also save Dino heart a lot because you can change the wing now.
Bodian stayed out. Is that tactical? I don't know. Shaz has just said to him, "Alright, mate, I've just been taken out." Or I've taken out someone. I don't know. I didn't really see who did what. It's just kind of funny that. I mean, it seems. I tell you what, something about PCF2. They're normally alright through the corners. They'll spin, but they won't make contact. As soon as you put them in a straight line, absolute warfare occurs. As
Yeah.
hold up. Are we going to have PCF4 drivers in 3rd and 4th, or is Dorotski going to be ahead? No, Dorotski and Keeler are going to be ahead.
Dino's in 7th. That was a costly wing swap.
Theoretically, he's P5. I'd say.
Yeah, his tyres will be better off the restart, but he's going to have to go into another set of mediums later on and pray that a safety car allows him to do that for free.
As Robbie summed up this race perfectly with ... And we can see that as very true. Yeah, this race is... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. If someone in chat could tell me what's happening in this lobby and why everyone's seems to have drunk 27 Red Bulls before racing, gone hyper on energy and just decide to drive into each other, that'd be really nice. So yeah. Lap 9. We'll be restarting on lap 10. Lovely.
Looking back at the incident, and it seems like Slivka just moves across the track while he's behind, then they touch and get sent into a barrier, so a pretty careless incident, in my opinion.
I reckon there's already... Oh, what is going on there? Bodian, what the... Bodian tried going to the pit lane, the Red Bull was weaving, and Bodian nearly just drove into Matusiak. What is happening in this race?
Why is Bodian boxed now, not the previous lap?
Tactics, mate. You don't know. You see, you don't know these
interesting
2000 IQ plays. The play is being last place because you'll avoid the carnage. Because about 4 people are going to be left in 2 laps time.
Yeah. We've had 6 people die in 9 and a bit laps. So to kill the other 12 people, it will take about 19 laps. It's 9.5 times 2. And we have 19 laps remaining.
Bodian's given us a bruh. I mean,
Bruh, I forgot to box.
I mean, P12's probably... I mean, you're a P2. If you boxed before, I don't know where you would have been, like P7.
I mean, your tyres are probably 1% newer, which...
Your tyres are newer, and you're not in the absolute mess in the midfield, where, at the moment, Dino is. And, I mean, Dino has to get podium to win the championship.
Needs to have a... Did Imchaz take pole?
No.
So Dino will need to have... I think Dino will need 14 points.
Safety cars in, here we go. Fastest lap is... Or isn't I was going to say, if Imchaz has fastest lap, I mean, he's probably not going to keep it, but you never know. I'd have been P8. I mean, P12's probably better, I can't lie. Your chances of dying are probably less off the first lap, however, it probably increases by quite a lot over the few after, so I don't know, take that how you will. Anyways, can a PCF4 driver win the race? I mean, Jack Andrews is provisionally P1 because Matusiak still has to box. That would be quite funny. And Dorotsky, who was last place and got completely destroyed, is now P3. What's going on? I don't know. My Floran sight pod a dark orange. That's not good.
Not good.
As we are restarted.
We're underway again.
And how many people are going to be dead? Oh, Dorotsky's nearly just... That was already nearly 2 drivers gone.
Not been a good restart for Jack Andrews.
Yeah, Matusiak's just gone, nah, boy. Clearly Matusiak warmed his tyres up. Jack Andrews didn't, and everyone else behind did. Here comes Keeler though to the inside, into the hairpin, and yeah, Dorotski's not going to fight that one. P3 for Keeler, and he's now chasing after Jack Andrews.
Using all the battery. Will he send it?
He's going to
Yes,
go down
he
the
does.
inside and
Gets it
show me
stopped.
the. Oh, Jack Andrews has just murdered him, and there's some ghosting. What's going on? Oh, here comes Pal Palacios though, up into P4. So we got back up for the F4 brigade here. Here we go. This is what you like to see. Storotsky and Andrews are side by side.
I think Andrews has the position.
Lots of them crashing. Here comes Rusnak though. Hello. He's appeared out of absolutely nowhere, and he's now up to P4. He's going on the outside of Palacios, and what is going on? Oh, Dorotsky's nearly binned it. Surely no one's finished in this race at this rate. Matusiak's 2.5 seconds ahead. His tyres are destroyed compared to everyone else. And Dorotsky's now into the pit lane. What is going on? Are you sure we're not watching PCF4?
I think I'm sure.
Do you want to double check? Bodian's going for the off-track line, and he's hit Richard, and he's a bit of bowling. Oh, there goes the Red Bull. Yep, lovely. Keeler's gone again. Keeler's just getting battered all over the place here.
You'll be hoping for another safety car.
Everyone's got magnets to his car, and Rusnak's P3. He's on mediums, so I mean, is Rusnak now in the driving seat to win this race? I mean, his mediums will be a bit meh at the end.
They won't be making it to the end with any reasonable pace.
I mean, it depends how much of a gap he can build now, realistically. He needs to get through and...
yeah, it depends on how big his pace advantage is over Jack Andrews.
Here we go then. Is he going to get the move?
Although Jack has a lot more battery as well.
Robbie has summed up this race. Yep, 100% agree with you. This is an absolute mess. Apparently everyone has forgot their ability to drive today, but you know what? Whatever. As Arjun asks, where's Fagali? He's not here today.
Some of us like to say Lebanese internet, but I'm not sure it was his internet.
His pedals broke. He couldn't race. Yeah.
Although I've noticed that Jack Andrews is slowly closing into Matusiak.
Although he's probably getting a penalty for just yeeting Keeler in the chicane, so at the moment Rusnak is technically in the driving seat, as he somehow just gained 7 tenths through the hairpin. Yep, nice, good time gain. Well, he's going to have DRS now, if he can get a good chicane. I don't think there's a Red Bull for him to yeet in sight. Well, there is one in sight, but not in yeetable distance, unless he decided to just forget the brakes. As Bodian and Churek are fighting here, and Bodian gets past, but now Churek's got DRS and is just going to say, thank you very much, P7's mine again. And, well, that is true. And Bodian, we're finally having a battle where one driver hasn't drove into the other one.
Nice.
Hopefully I haven't jinxed that. As Churek's a bit wobbly, and Bodian's going to try make the most of that. As Rusnak now picks up a penalty and has yeeted Jack Andrews as well. Nice. Goodbye, Jack. I mean, you're only P6, that's not that bad, but you've now got Bodian and Churek quite close, but Churek's made a mistake. Bodian to the inside. Jack Andrews is... Yeah, I don't know what that line is, but yeah, sure.
Dino's now net P2.
Which is what he needs
behind
to win
the
the championship.
PC4 driver.
Churek spinned it. From Hungary, where we had no incidents to this, Johnny's going to be absolutely fuming. He hates stewarding anyway, so yeah, he's not going to be happy.
I guess one of us could do it.
Nah, forget that like. I mean, you can if you want, but I ain't
I don't
shooting
think
in
there were any
this.
reports
I ain't
from
shooting in this
F3.
race. Do you wanna know what I'd do? I just give everyone a race ban and call the championship off for next race, so I can have a nice rest.
Yeah, if we did that, Dino would win the championship regardless.
Oh, here we go, Jack Andrews and Bodian having a scrap this time. Every time Jack's been side by side with someone, he's either ended up sideways or they've ended up sideways, and there's someone sideways again. It's happened again. Oh, oh, and I've just moved on to Showstack, who's almost gone into the wall as well. And Rustak's now going to the pit lane. What's going on? Well, Dino's winning the championship at the moment. I think all these drivers have Argentina on the second screen. Can you give me a score update, Ian? I'd like score updates, please. That would be fantastic. Well, just let me know when we get to half time or whatever. Actually, we're probably at half time right now. But yeah. 3 drivers in the pits on 1 lap, all with damage, I assume. And yeah.
Keeler's not doing too bad.
Yeah, Keeler's P5 again, what is this? As Dino's going to go to P2, aka provisional lead of the race,
Net
although
race.
I can't lie, it doesn't matter. You're probably going to end up upside down in a wall, back to front, in the hotel, in the harbour at the same time, and then somehow fly all the way to Saudi Arabia and end up at Jeddah, as there's a bit of a tap between Dino and Palacios. I don't know why I said what.
Back through.
I hate the fact that I just said someone's first name and then someone's second name. Bodian's got the Argentina game on. Don't blame you, mate, honestly. I mean, you...
Wait, they're typing whilst driving.
Yeah, why not? Honestly, at this rate, do you blame them from this race?
Texting whilst driving is not good.
Is there a penalty for that?
Maybe we should ask Wodge to make one.
Dino's line, like, genuinely gives me nightmares, like, through turn 1, because he goes fully over that curb. If I did that, I'm doing a Jack Andrews from Hungary, and I'm getting sent half the way to,
The barrier.
yeah. I'm going straight there. I don't think Ian's here, but you know what? To anyone who's watching, if you could give us a score update, I mean, mainly me, because I don't think Quill cares about the football, but yeah, if you can give me a score update, that'd be lovely. And if there has been goals, tell me he's scored. Cheers. Anyways.
Dino's almost out of DRS of Palacios.
He's got it though. But Palacios is in DRS in Matizia. Can Paul Palacios win this race? What a story that'd be, but unfortunately for him, it'd be lovely to give him the interview for winning the race, but then we also have to give Dino the interview for winning the championship at the same time, and that sort of overshadow it. So Dino, just bin it, please. Cheers, anyway. I just want to make it interesting. He can't even be interested anymore, this championship. 14 points is paying. And would require an absolute drive and a half from him. She has next race as Matusiak picks up a penalty, so I mean, there you go, Palacios. I mean, Matusiak has to pit anyways, but if he decided to break the game and not pit in just a 29 laps and not get disqualified, then you'd still get P2. Oh, P1 at the moment. 1-0 Argentina. Thank you for that score update. Who scored? If you don't mind me asking, I'm going to go for a prediction of...
I'm going to go for a prediction that Dino's out of DRS.
Yeah. My predictions are like Rodrigo de Paul. Why not? I don't even know if he's at the World Cup. Or if he's even Argentine. He's probably Uruguayan. That's not there. Anyways, Palacios. How do you feel about taking the lead of this race? He's almost hit Matusiak. That was terrifying. And while Dino's back in DRS, welcome back, Dino. As here comes Palacios.
We'll be able to use Matusiak as a blocker in the final sector.
As... I didn't like that. Messi was the one who scored, cheers. That means I know it wasn't a penalty. Based off... Actually, it might have been a penalty. He's got a like 50-50 track record or something at the tournament. I don't know. Scored one miss, or scored one, had one saved as Palacios. With no more safety cars, I think he can probably just run away and win this one. I can't lie. Machuziak's finally decided enough's enough. Get me in the box, and has got a bit too excited about pitting and picked up a penalty. This race is boring now. Can someone crash or just commit like a war crime against someone out on track again, please? It was fun when we were doing that every 2 laps.
If his tyres make it to the end, he
and
might
he's gonna
win.
go for a move on show stack soon, probably.
Yeah, he's within DRS. I think he might save the battery this lap and go for it next lap, but about now is when the tyres start to not feel great.
Have you showed someone this race and then showed them the PC F3 race from yesterday? Oh, Keeler's gone. Oh, God. Apparently, if I'm on board with people, they lose their ability to drive. So, who do we want to lose their ability to drive? I'm going to go for... Dino, mate, I'm just sitting on board. You know what? This isn't anything. I'm not swapping off board with Dino until there's some sort of mistake, error, failure to have an ability to drive, something like that. I mean, he's using like 5th gear for every corner, so yeah, it's pretty impossible to spin.
This is some of the most conservative driving I've... Actually, Dino normally does conservative driving, and I think that's what is winning the championship.
And then he does this over the death curb at the same time, so I don't...
Or maybe it was me engineering him in the first 3 races to deliver 3 back-to-back wins.
Did you only engineer him for the 3 races?
I think I might have engineered a different one.
Did he win that one?
I don't think... Was I commentating at Baku?
Go watch
I don't remember.
I think you were. All I remember is from that race, Dorotski driving into a wall and then trying to enter the pits to get the wing repaired and driving into the wall in the pit lane. Dino's not making a mistake, so I can't be arsed. We'll go to Dorotski. Let's have a look at a lap from the Alpine, or half a lap, I don't know. We'll just swap through the drivers, see how everyone's faring. Nice momentum through that corner. You know what? Give us... force times distance. That's what these cars have got.
Force times distance.
Yeah.
That is work done.
How much work done are the cars doing? How much work have the cars done?
That is an interesting question.
Do you want to calculate it?
You know what? I will do that now. So they have 110 kilograms of fuel energy in 1 kilogram of fuel.
We've got to move. Oh no, we haven't got to move. We've got Churek in a wall. I don't think he's in a wall actually. I think he just avoided the wall. Only in PCF does it go from Baku 2017 to Monaco. But yeah. I fully agree with you. A lot of the races are like this. We have absolute carnage and then nothing happens for the rest of the race, and sometimes it's quite depressing to watch, so we end up just waffling about something completely irrelevant, and that's way more entertaining. As Bodian's binned it, but I don't blame him. He's essentially driving a cardboard box with grapes glued to it as wheels. And if a grape's glued to a cardboard box, it's just going to get squished on the floor and provide absolutely no sort of stability, and the cardboard box is just going to be sitting there not moving. As he's gone again, his tyres are probably 246 degrees, if I had to take a guess. You know what, just to make it even more awkward, I'm going to say that's in Kelvin, which, in all fairness, 246 degrees in Kelvin.
It's a bit cold, but...
Yeah, it's a bit cold.
It's not... If you remember my tyres are minus 200 degrees.
We don't talk about that, geezer. We talk about Luke Mills having like 20 degrees tyres or whatever they were at a race, I don't know. I can't remember which one. Lagged out, rejoined 20 degree tyres, binned it. That was fun. But to be fair, I've still only ever retired from one race in the Ero. So, you know.
So a Formula 1 car does about 2.5 gigajoules in a full distance race, roughly. Although if you add in the ERS, you might get somewhere more like somewhere approaching 3 gigajoules. Yeah, bro, your engine is 140 degrees. So what?
So, we've only got about 7 laps of this race to go, which is good, because I can't be bothered to watch it for any longer than that. I can't even bother to watch the last 7 laps, there's nothing going on.
Dino is P2 and is dropping back from Palacios. And also Showstack is dropping off the back of Dino, and Keeler is closing in, although his tyres might expire at some point.
Did you ask him what the best before date on them were?
No. I think they are best before like lap 27 probably, or maybe lap 24.
Alright. New question, will you get food poisoning or salmonella from using them for too long? Or whatever the equivalent of that is for the car.
In a car association has determined that there is no significant risk from consumption of excessively worn tyres to human health.
We currently have a few drivers spinning it, such as Dorotsky and Bodian.
Has Palacios lost a second and a half? Or was it that my Delta was bugged?
No, your Delta was bugged, the gap was almost 1.5. Or like 1.4, but yeah. So, do we have a fight on track? No, but we have a hat in the wall. Jack Andrews could have won this race, to be fair, if you just not drove into 20 people and put it in a wall yourself. But, I mean,
yeah,
it's better than getting stuck on a curb and yeeting yourself. Oh, Keeler's gone.
Yeah. Oh, Keeler. Yeah, that is Keeler. Oh, his tyre's starting to die now.
I think so, as apparently Bodian's porpoising.
Herbs, nice.
Oh, Matusiak has gone ahead of Keeler.
I think Keeler might... Does he have rear wing damage, or is it just 110 degree tyres?
I'll tell you something, Matusiak, out of everything that's happened here, has probably had the most chilled race I've ever seen out of anyone. He's just been driving. Nothing's really happened to him. Started on hards, went to mediums. He's just done a normal hard medium strategy. Not really bothered about safety cars and just chilled. Fair play to him for making a race that was an utter mess at the start into just, you know, your casual league race.
Watching Keeler drive back to the pits is a lot like watching me use the brake pedal on any car in ACC. No rear end. case you're wondering what I've been doing today, I've been getting really mad that the only thing that I can do to avoid spinning is to either drive slowly or increase the brake bias by like 5 clicks.
But what you have learnt is that the different setup you put on has helped.
A bit.
Yeah.
Still a problem. Although traction is like a billion times easier in ACC, but braking's a billion times easier in F1. That's the one thing I've noticed.
Just sorry if this gives anyone some sort of like seizure or anything, but I just feel like just scrolling through all the buttons on my keyboard really quickly. So yeah.
Oh, if I did that, I would switch to some very funky things in OBS, and I've just taken a screenshot.
Turn 11 my car bottoms there and I go drifting. At least you're having fun with drifting, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I mean, if someone crashes, you get 1 point, so that's a dub in my opinion. 1 point's better than 0 points.
Will
Maybe
Keeler
even
be
try
able
a
to
faster slap
improve
for the fun
from
of it.
P10? Because he is 15 seconds behind, but new tyres at Abu Dhabi are very quick.
So at the moment I'm on board with Rusnak, who is catching up to Dorotsky, or sort of sticking with him, but it'll probably be quicker soon because Dorotsky's tyres are gonna hit that sort of dying phase soon. As there's yellow flags, Bodian's just popping another drift out on the track. That's what you love to see. As here comes Rusnak, the first thing that's happened in the last 10 laps, or the first battle we've seen for 10 laps. How exciting this is. Go on Rusnak, just dive it down the inside, do what everyone else has done this race and just drive into people. Show stack spun, I think. So that might actually make this a fight for a podium position there.
Yeah.
It's going to. Here comes Dorotsky down the inside of Showstack. So Rusnak's just walking all over this like I could get some positions, but I've got a penalty. But he's going to go for it anyway, as you might as well see if he can pull the 3-second gap on either of the cars if he gets through. As, oh, there's contact, and Showstack's round.
Bodian has now.
Can we have a battle
new
this race
tyres.
where someone doesn't end up in a wall, please?
I don't know.
Or rained. Oh, someone else is off track. Oh no, that's just Bodian.
Bodian's coming to the pits, but he's a lap down now.
Probably doesn't matter as Keeler sets the fastest lap.
He gained 4 seconds to Jack Andrews that lap. He might be able to get the position, but that really depends on whether Keeler dumped the battery this lap. Just to get that fastest lap.
Here we go then. Rusnak, what can you do for us? Anything? Please, can we have something? I've got nothing left after watching this.
Need a bit of spice.
I thought he was going to spin for a moment, and if he was, I was going to end the stream and just go away, because, like, every time we've been close to anything in these last however many laps, someone spun a Strotsky. Oh, hello. That's interesting. This does make this a battle for P3 now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As a Ferrari spinned it, I thought that was like Pal Palacios or something, then I was like, whoa. Oh, that's someone who spinned it! Dorotsky's gone!
Unfortunately, it's 1 lap too late for a safety car. Actually, 1 sector too late.
Oh my. That was a bad
If you were
crash.
gonna bin it, you should have binned it earlier.
Oh, if Bodian hadn't have like spun and had to get to the pit lane, he might have got that 1 point we were on about. You're gonna need someone else to bin it now. As in what, 2.5 laps time, Dino will be
Jack
crowned
Andrews is in the
back-to-back
pits.
champion of Pc F2. Get him into PC or what? PC F1 already. What's happening? I'm joking, but you know. This is the first ever title defense in the Ero PC history. that has been successful.
Let's stop talking about it. We know what can happen with 2 laps left at Abu Dhabi.
Oh no. Well, there's no safety car to cause shenanigans right now, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Jurek. And is Bodian gonna get a point? He might get a point here.
He might get 2 points actually, although it seems like Churek's. Yeah, Bodian might get fast slap as well because he's on the softs.
Churek's retired, so Bodian, he's gonna get a point. And he might get fastest lap. But Jack Andrews is also going for it and actually has a functioning car, so I don't know. Can he do it? We'll find out shortly.
The only 2 cars that are close to each other on track is the lapped car and show stack.
Yeah. How's Bodian's shoot for the fastest lap going?
Well, he's DOS past show stack.
I don't know what hotkey it is to bring up the lap data in the top right.
I just go to F1
Is
and
it
then...
L? It's L? Oh,
Oh,
brilliant. As Bodian is currently 6.5 tenths down on his previous best lap.
I guess his tyres are gone.
Keeler, Jack Andrews, how are you two doing? I think Jack's on his run now. Keeler will be on his run for fastest lap next lap. Jack Andrews, nice lock up. And takes the chicane at about 2 miles an hour. So you already know he's going to get fastest lap on this lap. And he's now weaving. Presumably because we're showing him on stream and he got excited. And he's half a tenth down, so you might need to hurry up a bit, Jack. This is yellow flags and... it's Richard. We haven't seen him spin in a while. So, you know, there's something interesting for you. As Bodian is picked up a penalty. Does it matter? No. Is there any situation where it could matter in this race anymore? Very unlikely as well. Jack Andrews has also got a penalty. Does it matter? Maybe Keeler's on the way. Keeler is on the way. But he's going to have to catch 2 seconds in 1 lap. And I mean... yeah, I think it's doable. Oh, hello. We got a fight. We've got a fight.
Keeler doesn't have a battery advantage.
We've got a fight. They almost just got locked and yeeted each other. But we've got a fight.
Oh, we've got a fight.
Show stack. Send it on him. To the inside.
Go,
the outside. Right into him.
Fight,
Aim for the Red Bull. No. Anyways, looking on board with Paul Palacios as he rounds the final corner, and yeah, he's won that somehow. And well, there's your new champion, and it's Dino as Bodian fittingly puts it in a wall to sum up this race. Well, double Williams podium, you gotta say, fair enough to them. Keeler's binned it while trying to chase after Jack Andrews' gap and go for fastest lap, as Matusiak is gonna drop to P6. Yeah. Then it's just waiting for people. Bodian's doing some donuts, I think. It's not the final race yet, mate, but yeah.
One more.
Do you want to ping people for driver interviews now, so we can sort of just get it over and done with?
Yes.
And of course, we can say that Dino's now won the championship as well.
Yeah.
And do you want to know something? He's won it at the penultimate round twice against a McLaren who's binned it in a wall.
So we're inviting the top 3, right?
Oh, what? I forgot. Yeah, top 3. Why not? Let me get the race director. This absolute waffle that no one cares about. Half of it's just DNFs anyway. swap my screen over to intermission while we wait. Who's messaging me? He wants a fight. Oh, it's Owen. The other person who lost.
I think I might drag Palacios into. No. Wait. Why wouldn't it let me scroll whilst dragging? Uh-oh. We might have to move into
I've
a
already
different
moved us.
VC.
I put us in conference chat. So do you want me to drag people in?
I'll try. Why can't I scroll? No.
If people could stop sending messages in irrelevant chats that I don't care
If you
about,
go
then
to
I'd be
talking to,
No, I've got it. Tell him to join
you-
talking.
then one-on-one V2.
I don't care. Tell them to join talking, because otherwise I can't drag them.
You know what? I'll just drag Power into talking.
And then
Very
back.
good.
There we
Oh.
go.
Oh, hello.
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 You made it into the interview room.
Yeah, I don't know how, but yeah, I'm here.
A lot of dragging around. But base win today.
What?
You've won the race then. That was...
Yes.
A lot
Yeah.
happened. A lot happened that race. That
Yes.
was an absolute mess. I
For
can't
for
lie.
me it was really chilling because I just kept like I had a really slow pace, but I didn't spin once, so it was the most consistent, and I won. And I'm like, it's my first race here.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was yeah. I can't even sum up what I've just watched, honestly. Like, the amount of people just driving into each other that race was, pardon me, quite unreal. I can't lie,
Yes.
watching it was just, I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know.
But yeah,
What happened in the first lap?
there was contact, someone spun, torpedoed into 3 cars, took them all out, and then had half a car left to drive with. They had like orange everything.
Wow.
Quite
Wow.
fitting since it was a McLaren, but anyways. Yeah. It's nice for you to get your first win. Is that your first ERO win, or have you won in PCF4? I don't know.
I won in PCF4 a time ago, but now it's my first win without traction control.
That's good. So you're making progress as well. With
Yes.
assists and also with what division you're winning in, which is nice to see. And, you know, maybe you could be a full-time driver in F2 next season. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, so... Anyways, moving on to Dino then. And, well, that wraps up this season for you, and you're now back-to-back PCF2 champion.
I honestly don't know what to say. From the beginning of the season, I honestly didn't think that we would come close to securing another title because I remember strictly the first race in Britain when it was full wet qualifying. I was like 2 seconds off of AJ's pace in the wet, and I said to myself like, no way I can go for the title in this season. But somehow it got turned around and we are here, and I'm still amazed about how this all happened.
Yeah, that race was an absolute mess, to say the least. I don't think anyone can track what happened, I can't lie.
Yeah, I will have to agree. Like we had a lot of crashes and a lot of spinners. The first lap was very intense with I think Bodian and McGinty crashing into each other. Then I saw like body going sideways, and he clipped my car, my rear left wheel, and I really thought that I was going to spin, but somehow I was still alive and avoided the big crash. But yeah, it was it was honestly a pretty calm race for myself because I was just cruising. I was P2. I didn't want to fight for the win, so I was just trying to keep calm and finish in P2 to secure the title.
Oh, you were the one behind me. Oh,
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Yeah.
really stressing to have you like on DRS all the time.
Yeah. Congratulations on your first win. I think that is.
Yes. First
Yeah.
and last, I think, because one race next week.
one thing
I
I
mean-
have noticed, sorry to interrupt, but do you know both times you've won the championship here, it's been you fought a McLaren and they've retired at the penultimate race.
Uh, I also did notice that, but I completely forgot that Owen was also in a McLaren, so maybe that's just a curse about the McLaren seat. But yeah, it is funny, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's not how I wanted it to end, of course. I wanted it to go until the final race, until Brazil, but what happened, and I'm just gonna take it.
Seems like we can't get any luck with having a championship fight next to the final race. It always looks so promising, then all of a sudden it's gone in the matter of like seconds, essentially, when you first see it.
Yeah.
And then essentially it was just waiting to see whether you'd finish on the podium. And well, you got P2 in the end. And in all honesty, it was quite obvious from about lap 13 onwards, or say like lap 12, because of the position you were in. So yeah, it wasn't a surprise at all at the end of the race when you crossed the line in second.
Yeah. Honestly, I've got nothing more to add. I would just like to congratulate Team TS for keeping the title battle until this race. It was honestly very intense, and we were constantly switching positions in the standings. We were also like very close all the time. So congratulations for him, and it's a shame that he retired this race. Also, congratulations to my teammate that we secured the constructors as well. I'm also very happy about that. I think since when I started racing here, I think I won all 3 titles in the constructors in season 6, 7, and 8. So
Yep,
let's
you have.
keep that going this time.
Apparently you're just the perfect person to have as a teammate, clearly, so that's something.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to hit me up, feel free. My DM's always open.
Congrats on you, man.
Thank you again.
Quill, you got anything?
No.
Yeah, you can do the stream ending thing for once. You can say goodbye to the people.
Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. How many of you are watching it now? All 4 of you who are watching it now, including myself. And there's
me.
4 of us in this VC. So everyone who is watching this, thanks for watching. See you next week in Brazil for not the title decider, but it's a final race. Maybe we'll see Dino do a last question mark 0-0 wings. Maybe, not sure.